they have to be restricted.
We don't agree. Our group don't agrees with that because we don't think violent movies or songs don't change the teenagers how they act.
But violent lyrics in songs and other things encourages teenagers to use a bad language, which is one of the biggest problems in our society, I think, because it destroys our culture and makes a difference between older generation and the new one. And it's really being a bad influence on us in the future.
Okay, can I interrupt you? To our mind, if you hear some songs with bad words or watch some film, it may you have a choice. So do like this or not. So teens may understand. So they have a choice, and that's a good point. You know, you will be bad guy or good guy.
In our opinion, there is a subconscious psychological effect, and they follow a bad example, and they won't be able to separate the real world and the video world, even if they think there is no effect on them. There is one in their mind.
Well, you know, every film or every film, every book is violent because everywhere someone dies or something like that, even at Disney. So I think you're not right.
But we have alternative decisions on such problems. Like parents must control their children more carefully and make something like a limited time on watching violent films, playing violent video games, and listening to violent music. And also, it's really hard to get rid of the violent influence in the future. So teens must understand.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think that parents never can protect their children 100% of violent or bad words and things like this.
Yeah.
So I can't agree with your point.
I said that parents should take care of their children more carefully. I know that it's impossible to control 100%.
And also the government should ban like the illegal websites where you can download violent things, and it should be more control than it is now.
Sorry, but you know, well, you can control your internet just if you are using Wi-Fi, but if you are using something like 3G, you can't control your children, teenagers, and at least they will probably do it.
I think in a minute, but if it will be the international program, it can be helped because it can restrict all the sites and all the internet, no in one zone. All the internet and all the world.
But you understand that if they won't learn it from internet of the wrong films, they will learn it from their life, and it will be just a bigger problem.
No,
yeah,
but because the learning it from life after the age of 16 is better than learning it and then from the films.
I see your point, but there is something like this in real life. If you experience it, it will be, you can act it differently according to the area you live, because of maybe your friends, your school, your family, your area that you live. And I think it's not the way you see it. If you see a bad thing, you can't act accordingly to like that. You must understand the good and the bad stuff, the difference.
Yeah, it's a good point, but I think that making mistakes is very important in our life. So if you get bad experience and if you are affected by something, but then if you understand that it is a bad thing, you can start to go on and to forget all the violence.
I don't mean to intrude, but you know, if you understand that it is a bad, so why do you do it? If you understand,
because you already affected.
If you understood it, you won't do it again. So you saw it in the film, you saw the purchase of it. So
Just mean the violence is like an addiction, so like drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, it's always the same. But violence is, it's easier to get rid of this addiction if there's no violence in the age between 0 to 16, because it's the most influenced age. So
you are watching Disney films, yeah? You see?
yeah,
So,
but there is no
someone
violence.
dies. Someone always dies.
Yeah, but this is not violence. This is
What? Death?
what can I say? This is something that we can see in our life every day. So
Well,
it's not like
In each cartoon, even in Tom and Jerry, you can see violence.
But they
And
don't
violence
die.
everywhere.
yeah.
They're always beaten and like that. So you can't protect your children from the violence.
We can if
How?
if they
It's
don't see
cartoons.
this
It's cartoons for small children.
Sorry
From
to interrupt, but you're saying that it's not unnormal for us to experience the violence in real life, but it's like this. If you everyone has violence in their own life, but everyone's not going up. Like if I watch a violent movie right now, I won't go and kill someone right now. It's not. It's their teenagers' choice of acting bad or acting good. It's not the movie that changes
The
that.
problem is not that you are taking an example after the second of watching the movie. It's not that, of course, but it's a psychological. It affects on your mind, and in the future you can get problems of this, because even if you think that there's no effect, as said by Daria, it is. You can't afford it.
Excuse me, can I add something here? I think, let's say the teenager watch a film with violence and bad words, and then a day later he's on the street and he saw violence and bad words. I think then perhaps if he saw the film, he know what it means better, and he's better prepared to handle with this situation. Because if you never saw it before, then you don't know how you can handle with it.
Okay, that's a good point, but like when you watch a film at the age of 5, and it really affects your life when you're little, and it really can stay on your mind. And like, for example, when my little cousin watches a film, she doesn't even know what they talk about, and she says the bad words to me. So
Sorry, but we're talking about teens, not about small children at 5
no,
years old.
But
no, she's 9, like she's I think 12, but like she doesn't even know the words, and she says the words to me that she doesn't even know. So also, like when you watch the films like that, it doesn't mean that you are going to kill someone when you watch it, but it really can stay on your mind. That's why there's an age restrict.
But the problem is that the age restriction is often don't mind it, so children download films that are 18 plus from the internet. So I think it's a real problem.
Sorry, you say something with age protection.
Yeah.
But look, if you are on the street, the real life is not with age protection for people over 18. There's no one who
But
protects you.
learning things from life is better than learning things from the films.
You think so?
I don't think so.
You better try drugs, then you see how people try drugs, and you see how they will purchase it. So you better try it yourself, right?
It depends from your, I don't know, say the relationship in your family. So if you're in the childhood or maybe in teenagers age, you were told by your parents that it is bad, and you know that it is bad, you know the bad consequences of this, you won't do this. But if you weren't told it, and if you saw it in the film, you will take an example of it. I don't say about murdering people with drugs, but cigarettes are an example of it, and violence too.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's coming to what I said before. It's like in a violence movie or song, there's always a good guy and a bad guy. It's their choice of their teenagers' choice to choose the good guy, to be the good guy or the bad guy, and it's not just finishes with the movie or the song. It depends on their life. It depends on their family, their friends, and their home.
Yeah, I see your point, but you're talking about movies and video games. So in video games, you're playing for maybe there are games which you are playing for one person, and if the play is about a bad person, you play with the bad person, and if it is a shooter, you shoot the other people. So
Everyone
I
plays.
have to add something here, excuse me. Do you play video games?
yes, I do.
So, and you, wait, and you play in this video game, I don't think, the good person. Like, you play GTA 5 or Call of Duty Black Ops, something like this, yes or no?
Okay,
Wait,
if
yes
we
or no?
go-
Wait,
I'm gonna-
wait,
if we go-
I have something
if we
to
go
add.
this-
Order!
I have something to add here, wait.